Senator Rubio is holding a watch party tonight in Miami.
And that's where we find On Your Side's Taylor Levesque. And Taylor, as you're waiting for this watch party to kick off, you spent the day looking into why more than a fourth, more than 25% of Florida voters don't want to be affiliated with either party.
Yeah, before we get to that, I just want to say I'm here at Marco Rubio's election watch party in Miami. The event has not yet started. Guests are expected to arrive in the next hour or so. But before this event starts, I want to share an interesting fact. Nearly 4 million voters in Florida are not registered to a political party. And a lot of these voters can determine a lot of these races tonight. USF professor and political analyst Susan McManus says Rubio has a large lead in this race. According to state data, in the last few years, more Democratic registered voters have left the party and are registering as non-party affiliates. Up until 2020, more Florida voters were registered as Democrat, but because more than 340,000 left the party, more voters are now registered as Republican. McManus says at this point on Election Day, a lot would have to happen for any Democratic candidate to take the lead.
It would have to be a massive, record-breaking turnout of younger and Black and Latino voters and women leaning more heavily Democrat. Key pieces of the Democratic base would need to vote at presidential election year turnout rates, and that's a very difficult feat.
McManus says non-party affiliated voters are the hardest to get to the polls, and many young voters make up this group. She says there's several reasons why. Many don't agree with their parties or prefer different candidates, or don't believe that many of the candidates are paying attention to the issues they care about, like climate change or student loans. As of today in Duval County, about 25% of no-party affiliated voters have casted their ballots. Now, as I said, we're here at Marco Rubio's election party. We will get to more about this party when it begins in a little over an hour. Live in Miami, Taylor Levesque, First Coast News, On Your Side.